Good day, everyone. This is Sir Carl. Welcome to Creative Nonfiction class. We are currently experiencing dry season. It means we have warm weather. Maybe some of you are planning to go to the beach and swim there in the weekend, while the others are planning to go to Baguio and enjoy the cool weather there. For those who are traveling, they're doing their best to have remembrances. When we go to places, sometimes we look for t-shirts or keychains, while the others are busy recording videos and taking pictures. If we visit places, we want to have memorable moments. That's why some of those who are traveling are doing what we call travel blogging. Blogging is an activity wherein people are writing their experiences through site platforms. Like we have talked in the previous quarter, creative nonfiction focuses on narrating events in real life in a creative manner. A blog or a blog post contains real life events or facts that are relayed to people online. And I am also a blogger. As a teacher, I share my thoughts in one of my websites. I share my experiences there as a teacher. And if we talk about blogging, it is still one of the trending activities as of today. Well, some are considering this as a career. For today's lesson, I am going to teach you to have your own blog. Do not worry because this one is a very easy task. Just follow what I am going to teach. I've been in the blogging world for 7 years. When I read a sample years ago, I promised to myself that I would have my own blog. After years of trying, I have established my niche, and I will help you to have that feeling too. I will help you to attain your own niche. For today's lesson, we are going to focus on blogging. I am going to share my screen. Here is my slide presentation. I made a slide presentation using a website or blog format. If you are fond of surfing online, you have seen a sample of a blog. If we had a recall of what I stated a while ago, a blog is done through a website. And as you can see, here is a slide presentation with tabs of a website. Now, let's have our lesson for today. Now, for our first part of our lesson, you are going to learn what is a blog. So, you have three things to attain. You're going to identify the features of a blog, which is this one. We're going to discuss this part. Next, you are going to learn the various steps or ways in writing a blog, and you are going to be taught on how to create a blog site and how to create your very first post. What is a blog? Let's see. It is short for weblog. If you talk about blog, you are going to post things online. And how are you going to post things online? You are going to use a platform. Once that you have published your writings, all of your blog posts will be presented in reverse chronological order. Now, there are various types of blogs. What are these? We have this one: travel blog, food blog, personal blog. These are only samples. Now, in blogging, you can write anything. There are many topics available for you. And some people are sharing their expertise online. Some people who are fond of music, they do music blogs, while the others who are fond of photography, they establish their own photography websites. While the others, they do how-to websites or how-to blogs. They are teaching people on different things on how to do, for example, writing essays or how to use a gadget. Now, in blogging, there are unlimited topics to be discussed. Now, let's go back to this part. Now, after learning about the definition of blog and what are the various types of blogs, let us have this portion, which is, it is a content on how are you going to have a pro blog post. Now, a blog post is the content that you do in your blog. Now, based on a blog post of Grammarly written by Karen Hertzberg and updated by Lindsay Kramer, there are 8 steps in writing a pro blog post. Number 1 is set up your blog. Later, I am going to help you in setting up rather your blog. Number 2 is choose your topic. Make sure that you have many ideas on the topic that you want to discuss in your blog. Number 3, write an outline. Just like when you are writing an essay, there must be an outline so that you will have organizations and coherence and cohesion in your blog post so that you can hook people to read your post. Next, hook your reader and keep them scrolling to the end. You have your readers online. They are your audience. If you cannot make them read your blog post at the end, you lose the chance of making them stay in your website. Therefore, make sure that you can attract or you can get the attention of your reader. Number 5, give your readers a solid call to action. There are blog sites such as how-to websites wherein they motivate people to do things. So make sure that you can help your readers in attaining what they want and make sure that you can convince them to do what you want to make them do. Number 6, don't forget to edit and proofread. Make sure that you have a blog post that is credible. If ever that you have mistakes in grammar, it can affect the content, the credibility of your content. Number 7, enhance your blog post with engaging, relevant images. Not only images, but you can also put videos. In a blog, you can integrate multimedia materials. These materials can help the readers to have a proper visualization of the experiences that you have. For example, you visited 100 islands. You can have the attention of the readers by putting pictures, by including pictures of 100 islands. They can have um, on their mind the features of 100 islands, why that tourist spot is beautiful. And number eight, use SEO strategies to reach a wider audience. What is SEO? It is search engine optimization, which is it is a way to have um, more audiences because it can help you as a blogger to attract more readers. So these are the steps in writing a blog post. Now, after learning things about blog, this time you will be taught on how to have your website. Maybe you are thinking how bloggers can have their contents online. They do that by having their blog sites using site maker platforms. There are various site maker platforms online. And what I am going to show you is how to create a website or a blog through Blogger. If you talk about Blogger, it is the site maker platform of Google. Now, let's continue our lesson. Let's click this. How to write a blog. Now, if you are going to write a blog post, you need to have your site platform. And Google has a good offer for you, which is Blogger. It is a site maker for Google or of Google, and you can create a site for free. Now, here are the instructions on how to create or put up a blog. Now, I will show you a video so that you can have um, the best way of viewing of how to create a blog. Okay, this one.
Hi, do you want to become a blogger? This video is for you. I am going to teach you how to create a blog site for free on Blogger. If you are just a beginner, this site maker platform of Google is good for you. Follow the following steps. Number 1. Open the browser. Encode and search blogger.com. Number 2. Press create your blog. Step number 3. Log in using your Gmail account. Step 4. Choose a name for your blog. Here, as you can see, the name of my blog is The Introvert Islander. You're going to have your personal blog. Click Next. Step number 5. Choose a uniform resource locator or URL for your blog. Make sure it's unique. If not, you need to put another URL for your blog. If the web address is available, click Next. Then you need to encode your display name. If done, click Finish. What you see now on your screen is your blog's dashboard. You can check the appearance of your site by clicking View Blog. You may choose to change the design of your blog by going to Theme and select what you want. For now, I am going to stick to this. Good job! You have just created your site. In the next part, I am going to teach you how to post your very first content on your blog site. Let us examine the blog's dashboard. Here you can work for your blog post. As you can see, there are notices. Below is the part where all the blog posts will be curated. As of now, there are no posts available yet. In order for you to have this portion to have a content, we have two ways. How are you going to create your blog post? One is you can create a blog post by pressing this hamburger button at the left top part. As you can see, there is a button for new post. Or you can have this portion. Press this plus sign inside the orange circle. Now, here is your workstation. This is where you can encode content for your blog. This portion is what we call the title portion, wherein you can encode the title of your blog post. In this part, this biggest part of the workstation is where you can encode the paragraphs of your blog post. You can also include multimedia materials such as photos and videos. You just check this area, and here you can press this image icon or video icon. When you are doing a blog, these multimedia materials can help you make your blog post more interesting. I left the Blogger account that I created a while ago because I want to create a blog post in my website. I am managing, or I am the owner of Your Friend Maestro. I established the blog 3 years ago, and I am still writing under that site. I hope that I can give more contents in the future. In this video, I am going to demonstrate how I create content using my blog or my blog site powered by Blogger. Here, I am now going to paste the content that I created last Friday. and I save it under Google Docs, and I decided to download the file so that I can paste the content through my phone. Let's leave the blog workstation for the meantime. I am going to locate my content in the notepad. I am going to copy the title and paste it. Copy. Then let's go back to Chrome. Paste. Here I have now my blog title. Next, I am going to paste now the paragraphs. Select all. Next, click copy. Let's go back to the Chrome app. Now I am going to paste the paragraphs here. Now I need to make sure that the spacing is good so that my content is readable when it is posted or published online. Now I want to put now a picture. So like what I have mentioned a while ago, press this icon. Now there are options for the uploading of pictures. Now I am going to click upload. Now I am using my phone, so we can still use this button even it is upload from computer. Now I am going to choose files. Click files. Go to images. I will select this one. This is the picture of my digital certificate or my e-certificate. I decided to create a blog post about my journey in finishing this CIATI course. We're done uploading the picture. We can add captions here. Click this one, my certificate. Okay, for the meantime I am going to just add one picture. Now you can have the preview of the post by clicking this one, this I logo. Here is the preview of my blog post. Now if I am satisfied with the content or with how the blog post looks like, I am going back to the blog post making. Now I will now press this publish logo, which has or that has an airplane inside this orange square shape. Now I will click confirm, and I'm done doing a blog post. So I hope you learned many things regarding with how to create a blog and creating a blog post. Thank you for watching. Hi, do you want to be
You have just watched a video regarding on how to create a blog. Now let's have the written instruction because maybe some of you were not able to follow the video presentation while the others are maybe struggling in the distraction or noise in their surroundings. Now, here are the steps. Number one is you need to open the browser, encode and search blogger.com. Next, press create your blog. Then log in using your Gmail account. Blogger is powered by Google. Therefore, you need to have your Gmail account. Number four, choose a name for your blog. Number five, choose a uniform resource locator or URL for your blog. It is your web address. If it is available, you can click next. Then you need to encode the display name of your display name in your blog. If you're done, click next. In writing a blog post, there are two options being given. You can have the hamburger button and find new post, or find the plus button at the bottom. We're talking about how to create a blog post using phone. If ever that you will use desktop, um, please check how the blog post can be created. When you are doing your blog post, it is very important that you have the title. When you're done with the title, you can now encode paragraphs. If you're satisfied with the content of your writing, you can publish it. So we're done with the discussion. Now let's see if you have learned things about our topic for today. Let's check the content for the task. Now, we have here an activity. You need to determine if the following statements are true or false. You can um, encode your answers in our um, chat box. Now, the first item, we have blog is a form of creative nonfiction usually found online. Blog is a form of creative nonfiction usually found online. Please type in your answers, or your answer rather. Two, a blog post can have multimedia material. A blog post can have a multimedia material. Next, let's move to number three. There is only one topic you can focus in a blog. There is only one topic you can focus in a blog. Last two items. Blogger, a site platform, is owned by Google. Blogger, a site platform, is owned by Google. Last item. Publish button of Blogger is represented by plus button. Publish button of Blogger is represented by plus button. Let's see if you have the correct answers. Here are the answers. Number one is true. You can find blog online. Number two, it's true. You can integrate multimedia materials in a blog post, such as picture. Number three, the answer is false. You can discuss various topics in a blog. There are different topics that you can delve on. Number four, it's true. I mentioned a while ago that Blogger is owned by Google. And number five, it's false. It is represented by a plain button. And we're done with the activity. Now, before we're going to end our lesson, I want you to reflect on about blogging. If you are a blogger, you are given the opportunity to share ideas to people. And if I will ask you how blogging can help you to become a better person, well, blogging can help you to be a better person by relaying correct thoughts. Therefore, you should be factual. There are now bloggers who are doing propagation of fake news. Please do not contribute to that. We need to have a better online environment. So, to end this lesson, please take note of the performance task that you need to do. You are going to make your blog site. And in your first post, you need to write 15 random things about yourself. For example, you can enumerate it. Number one, you will say there or you will write there, I am fond of playing guitar. You can add things, you can add details if you want. You can add also pictures and videos to support the content that you are going to do. After publishing, please share your content on various social media sites. Now, for more information about blogging, you can watch a video on my YouTube channel. You just find Carly Kulum. And if you want to have examples on how to do a blog post, you can read through these websites that I manage: www.yourfriendmaestro.com and www.carlcarolino.com. Now, for the subject, here is the subject description. Remember these. You are taught on how to write creative nonfiction pieces such as blog. After our discussion, are you confident to write your own blog? I hope that you learned many well in our today's lesson. Maybe in the future, you are planning to have your own blog. I wish that you can have more readers. This is Carl, and thank you for joining this class. See you next week.